everyone, it's Paige Evans, and today I want to share this layout featuring the stamp set in my Oh My Heart collection with pink paisley. So, I've said it before, I don't consider myself a huge stamper. I kind of shy away from using stamps, but I wanted to face my fears and challenge myself to use stamps in a way that I probably wouldn't have before. So the stamps were kind of made for list makers and planners. But I wanted to use them on a traditional layout. So I started with this big ampersand cut file, and you can die cut it from whatever cardstock you want. I just chose white because I didn't know if I wanted to use the white or not, and then I gently adhered it, or lightly adhered it, onto a white cardstock background. Now I pulled out all of the colors of Studio Calico ink that I thought coordinated with Oh My Heart, and I am just stamping away. So this whole stamping process in real time probably took an hour, maybe less. I wanted to piece it together kind of like Tetris, filling up the entire, not the entire background, but most of the backgrounds with all of these fun stamps. So I picked one stamp, stamped it in every color, and then went on to the next stamp and stamped it in every color. I think I kind of tried to stamp the biggest images first to fill up the most space first, quicker, and then went in with the smaller stamps. So here in the beginning I was kind of trying to do the off stamping to get more colors. So I would stamp it in the ink first, stamp it off on printer paper, and then stamp it on the paper or on the cardstock. But the images weren't coming out very crisp, if you will. So I ended up just stamping directly onto the cardstock. So here's a progress shot. I'm still going to town, stamping away. And then before I removed the ampersand, I lightly traced it with a pencil. I decided I wanted to do some stitching. Surprise, surprise, right? Oh goodness, I love stitching. So lightly traced the ampersand and then peeled it away. Ta-da! Super fun. So I love how the ampersand was a template. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but I love how you can still see the ampersand and all the stamping around it. In preparation for stitching, I pierced a hole every 1/4 inch or so around the entire ampersand, and then I am doing a basic back stitch using white thread. I always use all 6 strands because I like the texture and thickness of all of the strands together. So finishing up stitching the ampersand, and I love how now you can really see the ampersand. It stands out and also got some of that texture. I am using this super silly photo of me and the kids. Definitely not a glamour shot, but it's also a very real life shot. So there's a big mom theme throughout Oh My Heart. Cool mom, you know, mom life. Those would have been perfect for this layout. However, I thought that the black just stood out too much. So I'm going with an alternate title, flipping through all of the embellishments, all of the stickers, trying to find a different title that would make sense and go with this photo. And I decided to go with Laugh at the Little Things. Little Things is actually die cut from a cutaway paper and adding a few more sentiments like the good life. To help draw more attention into the photo, I'm placing a little piece of washi tape underneath. It will go underneath right now, it's just on top, trying to figure out the exact placement. Here we go, I'm just putting it right underneath. I don't think I end up using that particular pink flower on the bottom left, but I know I do want some kind of flowers, because what's a layout without flowers? I do love to use flowers a lot on my layouts. What can I say? Guilty as charged. And I'm just keeping the main focus of everything right here on the left, all around the photo, so that the background that I worked really hard on can shine. I used a pencil to write the, so it's laugh at the little things, trimming off any excess, and decided to write my journaling below this long title. I always like to write it in pencil first, just to make sure I like it there. I did add a little bit of stitching with my sewing machine, and here's where I changed my mind and decided to add a little darker pop of color with a flower. So here's the finished layout. I hope you're inspired to use the stamps from Oh My Heart in a creative way. Thanks for watching.